Hello and how's it going, everyone? It is Skullzi here with the latest Bethesda news, rumors, and speculation, and I have something very interesting and exciting to talk about in today's video because we might just get some more Starfield information a little sooner than you might have thought, and I'll be breaking this down in today's video as well as anything else we should expect at Gamescom 2021 from Bethesda, because Bethesda was just confirmed to be attending Gamescom this year, which means we'll no doubt get some new information about already existing unannounced games, including Starfield, and there is some actual evidence and real reasons to expect Starfield to possibly be at Gamescom 2021 as well. But let's not waste any more time and get to today's information. Now, real quick, in case you don't know, Gamescom will take place between August 25th and August 27th, and like everything else for the last couple of years, including my entire life, it'll be an all-digital event. No doubt I'll be live streaming the most important and interesting parts of the Bethesda Gamescom 2021 experience here on the channel, and again, that will take place between August 25th and August 27th. And like I said, Bethesda is 100% confirmed to be at Gamescom this year, because as of a few hours of the time that I recorded this video here on July 15th, Gamescom officially tweeted this, and I don't know why the official Gamescom Twitter account isn't verified. I don't understand the verification process on like most social media accounts, including Twitter. It's like you just have to randomly get chosen by a cult and kidnapped in the middle of the night, and then you like have to survive the verification process, and then if you do, you get the check mark. I don't understand it. It makes no sense why the Gamescom Twitter account isn't verified. But anyway, you can see they say right here that Gamescom is a multiplayer experience, and this year we've got some big names in the lobby, and for some reason Gamescom isn't capitalized. And also, second, don't worry, that doesn't mean all of Gamescom 2021 is going to be multiplayer games. It's just they're doing like play on words here and saying that, hey, all these other companies are players in the Gamescom multiplayer lobby. And then if you click on the link, it takes you to this press statement from Gamescom, which just basically summarizes what you should expect from Gamescom this year. And you can see both in this list and in the actual video posted by Gamescom on Twitter, Bethesda is confirmed to be at Gamescom 2021. But as you can see in the actual press release, it's Bethesda Softworks and not just Bethesda Game Studios, which means any of the Bethesda Softworks studios could have a presence at Gamescom this year. That means Arcane, id Studios, Bethesda Game Studios, ZOS, Todd Howard's Secret Cult, all the different studios underneath Bethesda Softworks, all of which are equally amazing. And in today's video, I'll break down everything I expect from Bethesda this year, including Starfield, which is where we will begin today's video. Starfield! And yes, there is some actual evidence of why we should expect Starfield to be at this event. And the first thing is because I believe the official marketing campaign for Starfield has officially begun. Officially official. It's officially official, everyone. But the reason I say this is because the release date for Starfield has already been released, and Todd Howard has said they're very confident in the release date. And it's well known that Bethesda Game Studios usually doesn't tell us a release date until generally a lot closer to the game's release date than a year and a half. That's not always the case, but with them being as confident with the release date as they are, and with Starfield ads popping up and Starfield interviews popping up ever since E3 2021, I believe we are in the early stages, but the beginning stages of Starfield's official marketing campaign, which means there is definite potential for it to be at Gamescom this year. And no doubt, there aren't too many new big games coming from Bethesda in like the next year or two. We got Deathloop, we got Ghostwire Tokyo, and we got Starfield. I believe there's probably some Fallout 76 content along the way, and Elder Scrolls Online content along the way, because those are two massive games that have been getting a lot of love and attention from Bethesda, which is great. But no doubt, the three main things I expect us to see from Bethesda at Gamescom 2021 are Starfield, potentially at 20%, Deathloop at like 95%, and then Fallout 76 and Elder Scrolls Online, which is a give or take. Either one of those probably will have some kind of small presence at Gamescom this year. But there's also some more evidence why we might expect Starfield at Gamescom as well, and that's because shortly after the Bethesda E3 2021 little showcase, which began the Microsoft showcase, there was like a secret bonus Starfield trailer dropped to us, and it was the Into the Starfield behind the scenes dev diary trailer. And it seemed like this was leading up to more of something like this over the period of time leading up until Starfield's release, meaning I expect us to get more into the Starfield dev diaries like this, possibly before E3 2022 and then in between E3 2022 and Starfield's release next year. But I'd say that Gamescom 2021 would be a perfect opportunity for like episode 1 of this Into the Starfield dev diary to drop another 5 to 8 minutes of behind the scenes Starfield information, maybe more concept art because the concept art was amazing, and maybe just some more stuff like that. Now, like I said, the chances of Starfield being at Gamescom 2021 in my opinion are just 20%, so don't expect it to be there. But if it is there, I expect some kind of behind the scenes dev diary stuff or maybe another teaser trailer. But one thing I do expect to be at Gamescom from Bethesda is Deathloop. Deathloop is set to be released in September, and that's like right after Gamescom basically. So no doubt Deathloop will get a big presence at Gamescom because the game's right around the corner from Gamescom, and to be honest, the more I see about Deathloop, the better it looks. This game looks amazing, and I have a feeling that this game could blow up when it's released because it's very unique. Some people don't seem to understand exactly what the game is, and I think that'll change when the game gets into the hands of streamers and other people upon its release. Maybe they'll show a lot more of it at Gamescom because it'll be one of the last opportunities to feature and market Deathloop to a large degree at an event like this before its release, which is why I am almost certain Deathloop will have a larger presence and probably the biggest presence out of what Bethesda shows at Gamescom 2021. Now, I don't expect us to get Ghostwire Tokyo stuff because it was just like recently delayed, so I don't expect us to hear about that game for a while. And like I said, Fallout 76 and Elder Scrolls Online could have some kind of presence at Gamescom as well, because Gamescom in 2020 was basically an entire like community event for Bethesda specifically. They hung out with the community in Fallout 76 and Elder Scrolls Online, and they also did some dev question and answer live streams for Arcane as well, so we might get some more community stuff like that at Gamescom 2021 from Bethesda as well, and probably no doubt another Arcane question and answer live stream. And one thing I do want to say is last year was kind of a strange anomaly in the world, right? Everything was all digital, everything got delayed or put on hold, so a lot of gaming companies didn't have as much to show as they normally would have or planned to show. So with that in mind, using Bethesda's presence at Gamescom 2020 isn't a best litmus test for this scenario. One thing I do want to say with that in mind is that Bethesda's presence at Gamescom 2019 and 2018 seemed to be primarily gameplay and trailer and just game marketing focus. Obviously, there are the community-driven aspects of these events, but for instance, Doom Eternal basically conquered Gamescom 2019, and in Gamescom 2018, there was Rage 2, Wolfenstein Cyberpilot, and other stuff as well. So with that in mind, it seems like you should expect new trailers, new marketing material, and stuff like that for already known Bethesda games that have yet to be released. And I'll say that again, at Gamescom 2021, you should also expect there to be more trailers, more marketing material for Bethesda games that have yet to be released. That doesn't mean yet to be announced. It's almost never the case for a new Bethesda product to be fully announced for the first time at Gamescom. So you shouldn't expect to hear about the new ZeniMax Online Studios MMORPG. You shouldn't expect to hear about a new Wolfenstein game or like an Evil Within game or something like that, or any other future products. Maybe Indiana Jones, because that kind of has already been, I guess it has been announced officially, so maybe Indiana Jones, but I don't expect us to get that game for a long time. But the TL Doctor and my point of this last statement here is that you should not expect any new announcements at Gamescom. Yes, you should expect some new trailers or new information about games that haven't been released, like Starfield or anything else that I listed in this video that I expect we should see. Just don't expect some new like ground shaking things. Like I said, there is some actual evidence for Starfield to be at this event, but if it is there, it'll probably be some behind the scenes dev stuff, right? Which would be awesome. I would love some more behind the scenes development diary into the Starfield stuff from Bethesda. Pay attention to this, Bethesda. Do it, especially because a lot of the people haven't seen the Into the Starfield video that you already dropped that has the amazing concept art in it, and a lot of people still to this day, like on Discord or just anywhere else I talk to, some of them still haven't seen this video. So do more behind the scenes Into the Starfield dev diary stuff, Bethesda. In my opinion, Gamescom 2021 would be the perfect perfect opportunity for this, and I expect us to get stuff like this leading up until Starfield's release in 2022, including a no-clip documentary. No-clip documentaries are very, very exciting and seem to be like some kind of just official extension of Bethesda marketing, but either way, that does indeed finish up everything that I did want to talk about in today's video. There's a lot of stuff to go through here, but if we do get another Into the Starfield development diary, what should we expect to see from it? Well, in my opinion, probably more concept art. Bethesda does pay attention to what the community says in regards to things they've shown us before, like trailers and stuff like that. And the community has just really been talking about how awesome that concept art was, or at least the community members that have seen it. So with that in mind, we'll probably get the first Starfield dev diary, whenever it is, even if it isn't at Gamescom. Whenever we do get it, it'll probably be all about concept and just their ideas for Starfield. And to be honest, whenever a behind-the-scenes development diary process begins, usually the first couple of episodes are something like this. They're like concept art, their drawing board scenarios, their design phase, and I would love that, because Starfield is a new IP. We have no idea what it is. I mean, we do have more an idea now than we did a year ago, but basically I want to understand and I want to see some of the Bethesda design process when they make an entire new IP, an entire new game franchise from the ground up. I gotta wait for the plane to fly over my house. I don't live near an airport, but the planes somehow are summoned by RNG anytime I record. But if we don't get a dev diary like that at Gamescom, and if we do get a teaser trailer, I really don't know what we should get in terms of another teaser trailer. It seemed like Bethesda teased everything they could tease us at this point in the marketing phase. Maybe they can tease a little bit of gameplay, but that's why I don't expect another teaser trailer. If we do get anything for Starfield at Gamescom, it'll probably be a behind the scenes thing, but that basically finishes up everything I wanted to talk about in today's video before I get attacked by more Disney planes. As always, if you're hyped for Starfield, if you enjoyed the content, be sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn notifications on, and make sure you're still subscribed, because the YouTube algorithm has been going nuts and randomly unsubscribing people from the channel. I've been seeing a lot of comments of people saying they've been unsubbed and they had to resub again, so please do me a favor and make sure you're still subscribed. And as always, if you want to get a permanent future video shout-out, you can support the channel over on Ko-fi, Patreon, or here on YouTube as an exclusive channel member. This list will be added to my videos and every single one of my future videos this week, and I'll update it every month. So now's your last chance basically to get added to this list. Like I said, if you want to get added to a permanent future video shout-out list, you can just support the channel over on Ko-fi, Patreon, or here on YouTube as an exclusive channel member. Links for all this and more are down in the description below, and as always, thank you for watching. Be sure to tune in next time when I try to talk as fast as I can at the end of some of these videos sometimes.
It just works.